Hey, what is going on? Adam here. Wanted to shoot a quick video for you guys on the benefits of skipping breakfast on a daily basis. You know, a lot of people think that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I actually think it's the most overrated meal of the day. We get told, oh, you got to wake up, you got to have, immediately have some protein and, immediately have some calories to boost your metabolism and get your body energized for the day. But really, when you wake up, your body is primed to be in a fasted state. And so I want to talk about just a couple benefits of skipping breakfast for the purposes of losing fat and building muscle. So number one, in order to lose fat, you have to be in a calorie deficit. I've talked about this in some other videos, but if you want to lose weight, if you want to lose body fat, you must eat less calories than your body burns to maintain its current weight. And the best way to do that is to eat in a caloric deficit, to prioritize sufficient protein intake, and to strength train 3 times a week to maintain or even build muscle. Now, eating in a calorie deficit is not easy. If you have to spread out 2,300 calories throughout an entire day, you're going to have to eat much smaller meals. But if you save the majority of your calories for later in the day through fasting, you get to have bigger, more satisfying meals that keep you satisfied, and it just makes it so much more enjoyable. So that's the first kind of reason why I recommend skipping breakfast. Secondly, when you wake up, I kind of just mentioned this, when you wake up, your body is primed to use body fat for fuel. So if you are fasting and you are also in a caloric deficit, your body is in a perfect state in the morning to break down body fat. Combining a deficit with a daily fast is a surefire way to drop fat like crazy, in a healthy way as well. Your body is set up perfectly in the morning to use body fat for energy and fuel. So why not tap into your body's natural process of using its own energy stores rather than, immediately waking up and having food? And so I recommend getting up, drinking some water, maybe waiting an hour or two after waking up, having a couple cups of black coffee to kind of boost your energy, stave off hunger. Really gives you a really nice focus throughout the morning, get your most important work done, and then have your first meal 4 to 6 hours after you wake up, and you're just going to find that it's much easier to drop fat. And even if you're bulking, I still recommend fasting and skipping breakfast, because even on a bulk, you're really only talking about having an extra 200, 300 calories a day to build 1 or 2 pounds of muscle a month. You don't want to eat much more than that, because you're just going to put on unwanted body fat. And so even if you're bulking or if you're cutting, I still recommend eating this way, skipping breakfast, having your first meal around lunchtime, and then having a big dinner, and then maybe having a small dessert or snack at night. And so the way I like to do it is, I'm up at 5 a.m. I'll actually push my fast a little bit longer to about noon, so about 7 hours. I do train at 5:30 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So around lunchtime, I'll have a whey protein shake, maybe a couple rice cakes with some peanut butter and some fruit like a banana or maybe an apple. And then, when I get home from work, around 3:30, 4 o'clock, maybe 4:30, I'll have some Greek yogurt, some more fruit, maybe a little bit of honey, maybe throw something else in there. At that point, I'm only about 800 calories into my full day of eating. And then I'll have a big dinner, like 50 to 60% of my calories I take in at dinner time. Super satisfying, high protein, typically fit in the rest of my protein during my dinner. And then later that night, kind of a couple hours before bed, I'll have a decent size, something that I really enjoy, like some Reese cups or some sort of dessert or snack that is just so enjoyable, makes the diet so easy to stick to. And that's really the point. If you're going to eat in a calorie deficit, you want to make it as enjoyable as possible. And even if you're eating at maintenance or bulking, you still want it to be enjoyable, because you can't go overboard in calories. The same discipline that it takes to lose fat is the same discipline that it takes to build muscle when we're talking about calories. So those are the reasons why I recommend, skipping breakfast. So, I would love for you to try it. Let me know in the comments, have you tried fasting? If you have, did you experience positive benefits, negative benefits? What was your experience? We'd love to know in the comments, but that is going to do it for today's video.